Over about a 10-day period, I had a really severe pain in my back, and it went from that to going numb down my legs to not being able to use my legs, and I was just in excruciating pain, and I was in the emergency room, I think it was 4 times. It ended up that I had to have spinal surgery. Came out of it, not able to walk and with some other issues, and I spent a month in the hospital, and I was in the inpatient rehab in the hospital for a month. Then after that, they transferred me to a skilled nursing facility, and I was there for 5 months. My insurance ran out after the 120 days or whatever it is, and I didn't have anywhere. We were looking for a place for me to live, but we hadn't come up with a feasible solution yet. Well, I'm fortunate enough to have an incredibly supportive and active family that's involved with my life and my care, and we've always lived in what I call a generational family household. When my brother and I came home, we had great-grandparents and grandparents in the home. I need to live at home with my family. I don't think I would be able to really be happy with any other kind of situation. We were looking at different apartments where I would have just been really lonely and isolated, but because there are 14 steps down to my basement apartment, we couldn't figure out how to bring me home. And I wanted to come home. Everybody wanted me to come home. I think it was the social worker at the facility I was in said, well, we need to call Valley Area Agency on Aging. And they did, and got me into the transition program. Within a month, she had me back home. Just some very, very simple things made it possible for me to be able to come home. Things like a rail on my bed so that I can get myself in and out of bed. Things like grab bars in the bathroom, a shower stool. The big issue was how to get up and down the stairs, and the transition program resolved that too. The goal these days anymore for senior citizens is to keep them at home as long as possible, as long as it can be done safely. And I actually worked for an area agency of aging myself for about 15 years, so I'm very familiar with that goal because I used to set up the in-home services and things and do the assessments. So, and now here I am, a client, and so very thankful. And I just really want to say thank you to the Valley Area Agency on Aging, because without them, there would be a real different story here, and they provide so many services. There was the transition program. There's been assistance since I've been home with arranging for caretakers. Pretty much anything I've needed, I just call the Area Agency on Aging, and they seem to have an answer for me.